seeing lots of like Chinese videos on TikTok. Maybe the only difference is just like the quality. Because I've seen videos which look like they've made by a professional like production team, access to special effects and things like that. So I don't know. I think maybe the Chinese TikTok might be higher quality.
Yo, what's up, guys? 这是 Sexy Boy Carl。我们最近总在向外国朋友来展示我们自己的现代文化，是不是时候我们该去了解一下他们一直在做什么？你说对不对，毛领？
对。今天我们就联合了他们的这个外教平台，可以线上连线一下外地朋友，看看他们最近都在干些什么。那我们准备开始吧。
来到了这个 Camly 这个网站，我们可以找到老师，然后他们的名字、他们的国籍，这边是他的自我介绍。
随机。
我们来找一找啊。
From Canada. Right now I'm in Mexico.
I'm from Australia, but I've been living in Africa for about 5 years. Now I'm in Ghana, which is West Africa.
I am East England, currently living in Washington, D.C.
From England.
Squid Game. It's everywhere. People are trying to make the candy. They sell it on Facebook. It's blown up. It's so big. Spider-Man 2 is also extremely popular right now. But it's very difficult to get tickets.
You watch a lot of YouTube, right? I believe.
Yes, I do. There's actually a YouTuber that we watch that she does her makeup, but also tell true crime stories. And her name is Bailey Sarian. And we watch her every Monday, yeah.
Twitter and TikTok, I think those are the ones I use comparatively. You sometimes see lots of like Chinese videos on TikTok. Maybe the only difference is just like the quality. Because I've seen videos which look like they've made by a professional like production team, access to special effects and things like that. So I don't know. I think maybe the Chinese TikTok might be higher quality. Just be more invested, like the ones with really fancy special effects transition to like that snow effect. The new Spider-Man's been quite big. The trailer for Doctor Strange. There's always something to do with K-pop trending. The music's nice, yes. I'm not specifically to say that I'm a K-pop fan. It's like the songs which get really big and they hit the charts. Yes, I will know them because they play them on radio like Coldplay already.
Not bad.
BTS or
right.
I guess Blackpink, Avatar, The Last Airbender. Yeah, I watched it when I was a kid and I watched it again this year when it came out on Netflix. So highly recommend.
The only apps I use is YouTube and WhatsApp, that's all. If you have a business or you're selling something, I think Facebook and platforms might be really good for you.
I use YouTube all the time, obviously. Amazon, Netflix, the usual thing. In the UK, I think it's Snapchat.
Canada is a very accepting country. I think that there's cultures from all around the world and you can have any kind of food you want there. But also, there's a lot of sightseeing, beautiful places. And I think the same thing with Mexico too. It's so diverse everywhere you go, and it's a nice tropical place.
The most important thing I think about Australia is being able to swim good, being able to enjoy yourself on the beach, getting a suntan. When I'm traveling around the world and I tell people I'm from Australia, they're like, oh, you're a really good swimmer, you're a good swimmer. In Ghana, I think here it's all about the food. Everything is done by hand and they don't use machines. Maybe Bangkok would be the most famous food like this.
Oh, Bangkok.
The average meal here is $1, sometimes even less.
It's very expensive for
yeah, and it's
a poor guy.
Always tip when you go outside. This is something that I didn't take very seriously the first few months I was here in the US, and now I do. So if you go out to eat, always tip. If you go to Britain, I would say don't just visit London. Go to places like Bristol. Bristol is beautiful. If you can, go to Ireland, go to Scotland. So the further out you're willing to travel, the better your experience will be.
Harry Potter.
I have never been to China before, but I would love to visit. A lot of things to see, a lot of history there, architecture, and I love food. So I'd probably try all the traditional food.
My dad, he lived there in his 20s and he was a teacher there briefly. So he talks about it a lot. So I've always wanted to visit, but just hasn't happened yet.
I see a lot of Chinese students on Cambly, right? I think I'd like to visit the south. The south sounds really good because it's nice weather in the south.
If they've ever traveled, and what were some of the biggest differences about living in China versus living in Canada or visiting different countries?
When I think about Chinese culture, I just think about food. I think it's the most important thing. So I'd want to ask, like, where are the best places to eat? I know the best places and also the cheap places as well. Also too, I have a fascination with Chinese medicine. If ever I get sick or anything, I always look into the Chinese medicine first, the herbs. And if I can't fix it that way, then I'll go to pharmaceutical medicine. So I'm always looking into the natural way first. Another way to look at it is, let's say your tap is leaking and then your tap overflows and it's flooding the floor. The Western medicine mops the floor and the Chinese medicine looks into how to turn the tap off, how to fix the leak.
That's a very good way of saying
in a
it.
way.
Very creative.
Yeah, yeah.
So my question would be, I came to China, what are some things that I should do to be respectful and some things that I shouldn't do? Yeah.
哦呀，很高兴啊，今天认识到那么多有趣的外国朋友。毕竟学英文嘛，最重要的就像我们听人家外国友人说中文一样，那种真诚、友善，想彼此交流的那么一种态度。
那你说这次给我们粉丝带来一波福利，你要输入推荐码“卡666”就能享受15分钟的免费课时。大家有兴趣的话，也可以试一试。
不知道啊，新年快到了啊，祝大家新年快乐，心想的事儿都能成。